Hey, how you doing today, guys? This is LC with Law of Crypto. Thank you for tuning in. Today, I want to talk about why I think cryptocurrency is more valuable than fiat currency. So stay tuned, and we'll get right into it. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. Now, I wanted to start off the conversation by first understanding what money is. So I have Investopedia.com pulled up, and we'll find out. So what is money? Money makes the world go round. Economies rely on the exchange of money for products and services. Economists define money, where it comes from, and what it's worth. Here are the multifaceted characteristics of money. So I'm going to take from the key takeaways, and it says money is a medium of exchange. It allows people to obtain what they need to live. Bartering was one way that people exchanged goods for other goods before money was created. Like gold and other precious metals, money has worth because for most people it represents something valuable. So basically, money is fairy dust until the people who use the money makes it valuable. Next one. Fiat money is government issue currency that is not backed by a physical commodity but by the stability of the issuing government. So this means if the economy in which your government resides falls into ruin, your money will no longer hold its value. Now, how stable is that, especially with the world that we live in? We see all these crazy events. We want to talk about inflation. We want to talk about world chaos. Your money holds its value by all other things surrounding it. That means you have no direct control over what your money is doing because the only way it holds value is the value that people place on it. Once someone does something to make it lose its value, now the money that you worked so hard for, it doesn't matter how long you saved up, it also loses its value. And I feel like there has to be a smarter way for us to create a currency that's not going to derive off of what a particular government does, because we understand each government that ever was created in the history of man has always fallen. Okay? Now, another thing that they brought up, like gold and other precious metals, money has worth because for most people it represents something valuable. Now, the reason that gold and other precious metals has value is because it actually takes someone to go dig that gold up and dig those precious metals up. Let's say if we were scarce on gold, we had to hire more engineers so they can go do reports and seek to find out where we can actually mine more gold, and that creates an even higher demand in gold. Now, fiat currency, at least in the States, is no longer backed by gold, so the only value that it truly has is the mind of the people living in that civilization that says it holds its value. It's only paper, green fairy dust, okay? It's a fungible asset. Now let's get into the definition of what fungibility is. So I'm still on Investopedia.com, and I'm looking up the word fungibility. Now, what is fungibility? Fungibility is the ability for a good or asset to be interchanged with other individual goods or assets of the same type. Fungible assets simplify the exchange and trade processes, as fungibility implies equal value between the assets. Okay? Now, understanding fungibility. Fungibility implies that two things are identical in specification, where individual units can be mutually substituted. For example, specific grades of commodities such as number 2 yellow corn are fungible because it does not matter where the corn was grown. All corn designated as number 2 yellow corn is worth the same amount. Commodities, common shares, options, and dollar bills are all examples of fungible goods. Now, let's go down to fungibility versus non-fungibility. Another example of a fungible asset is money. If person A lends person B a $50 bill, it does not matter to person A if he is repaid with a different $50 bill, as it is mutually substitutable. In this same sense, person A can be repaid with two $20 bills and one $10 bill and still be satisfied, since the total equals $50. So this is where crypto comes into play. Key takeaways. Fungibility is the ability of a good or asset to be readily interchanged for another of like kind. Okay, that's important. Like goods and assets that are not interchangeable, such as owned cars and houses, are not fungible. Money is a prime example of something fungible, where a $1 bill is easily convertible into 4 quarters or 10 dimes, etc. Now, this is the part where it really starts to differ between cryptocurrency and fiat currency. Cryptocurrency have tokens or coins that are fungible, but it's supported by the blockchain, so you can know exactly where that asset is coming from. Cryptocurrency also offers things such as non-fungible assets that holds its value, like art. And this is where the world of cryptocurrency starts to become a world of its own, and you really need to understand what it is, because the non-fungible assets are something that is going to take over. Okay, I'm on PwC, a very credible company, and I'm looking up what blockchain means. So they say Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, blockchain. So what does it all mean? Let's start with some quick definitions. Blockchain is the technology that enables the existence of cryptocurrency, among other things. Bitcoin is the name of the best known cryptocurrency, the one for which blockchain technology was invented. A cryptocurrency is a medium of exchange, such as the US dollar, but is digital and uses encryption technology to control the creation of monetary units and to verify the transfer of funds. This is where cryptocurrency is going to be the power that revolutionizes the world, okay? What is blockchain technology? A blockchain is a decentralized ledger of all transactions across a peer-to-peer network. Using this technology, participants can confirm transactions without a need for a central clearing authority. Potential applications can include fund transfers, settling trades, voting, and many other issues. Now here's what the blockchain definitely takes precedent over every other currency that ever been invented in the human race. Basically, what we always have done is use an intermediary. The intermediary is the government or the banks. All right, let me give you an example. Let's say you have a cousin named John and you haven't seen him in years. John came to you asking you for money, and you really don't trust that John's going to give you money back in time, or he might not give you money back at all, right? So you go to your grandmother because you know your grandmother has a stronger relationship with John than you do. It's a better chance that John will pay her back than paying you back. So your grandmother brokers the deal, so John makes sure he pays you the money back in the time that he say he will. In this example, your grandmother is the governing body. She facilitates the transaction. She is the person in between you and John, basically as an intermediary. With blockchain technology, it takes the central aspect of that intermediary out because it confirms the transaction between two people, peer-to-peer, without any governing bodies, without any government, without any banks, or without your grandma or a dollar fiat currency. So the point that I'm trying to make is, historically, we always needed banks, the government, or some type of centralized body because of lack of trust. Now with blockchain, we don't need a trust system. It's a trustless system because there is a technology confirming a transaction, and that's going to extinguish any need for anyone to get in between you and the person on the other end of your business transaction. So this is one of the ways on how blockchain technology are making currencies such as Bitcoin more safe and secure than fiat currencies. Now there's a lot of other use cases to blockchain technology, and one of those use cases are NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens. So fungible and non-fungible assets are just the tip of the spear of what makes cryptocurrency so valuable. So stay tuned to my next episode. I can dive into more details of what NFTs are, and then from there we can break into some of the other amazing things that cryptocurrency is doing, and we can find some new ways to make some money. All right, so please like, subscribe, share this video, comment down below if you like content like this. I'll make more like it. So until then, let's try to make some money. 1